All right, I am here to guide you through the periodic table activity that we're going to do in class, okay? And these are some suggestions for when we finish, but I'm going to show you that in a minute. So here's what I want to show you. So you're going to pick up two papers in class, one that looks like this and one that looks like this. All right, we're going to start with this one first, okay? So I'm going to set that one aside, and what I'm going to do is make the key. So I need colored pencils, and I'm going to pick, I have three things, so I'm going to pick three colors. So let me pause this, and I'll choose three colors. Okay, so I have my three colors. I'm going to pick one for Metalloids, so I'm picking green. All right, and then I'm going to color the exact locations of the metalloids on the periodic table. So right here, here's the staircase. Okay, this would be aluminum, so I don't color that one. I'm going to color this one here, either side of the staircase there, either side of the staircase there. Those are all for sure all the time. Now this last set is sometimes, so I'm going to just draw this line across, and I'm going to just shade these a little lighter just for my information. Okay, so these are sometimes referred to as metalloids. It depends, but these ones right here that I've shaded a little darker, these are always referred to as metalloids. Okay, I'm going to do gases next, and I have orange for that, so I need hydrogen. Oops, that is up here. Okay, I need all of the noble gases. Obviously, noble gases are gases, so those are all going to get colored this color, orange in this case, because they're gases. All right, and then we have a little cluster. So I'm just going to need to draw lines across here. Okay, so this is nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, and then chlorine. Okay, so this will like this. Those are gases. So those are all the gases. And then I have to do liquids. All right, so liquids. And I have this one right here in the halogens. So right here, that's bromine. Okay, and then I have mercury. So I go to where the transition metals are, at the end of the D block right here. And just like bromine was the third one down, mercury is the third one down in that space. So go to the end of the D block, third one down, that is mercury. So there we go. So we have bromine over here and mercury right here. So now I have my key situated. All right, I'm not going to do anything with this one yet. Let's go back to this, the front one. Okay, the directions here say cut along the dark lines. So I'm going to get scissors, and what I'm going to do is cut exactly on these dark lines, and that's it. So every one of these dark lines that I see on this paper, I am going to cut like this. All right, only on those dark lines. So those are the top ones. Then I'm going to need to tilt the paper because I'm going to go from this side, and I have two to cut right here. So notice how I did go to the edge, even though because of the way it's printed, the dark line doesn't quite go to the edge of the paper. I'm still cutting to the edge of the paper. Okay. All right, so now I have this ready. So I have all of these cuts. Every single dark line has been cut. So set this one aside. Okay, go back to this paper, which we colored. And it says glue inside this box only. So I'm going to take, this is my glue stick, so you can just see where I'm gluing. Okay. Roughly trying to stay exactly inside. Mine is a little harder with this large glue stick, but you can see with the purple. All right, if I go a little bit outside here, that's totally fine. Okay, a little bit along the edges, that's okay. Roughly I'm inside this box. So now what I need to do is take this top piece, and I need to match it up before I press it down. So I want the edges to match up. Okay, before I press it down a little bit more. Okay, that is pretty close. So now I'm going to press down where I just put glue. Okay. Now I have this great review tool. So let me show you what I mean. All right, so here are some sample questions. What is the name of the group 1 element? So right here. Do you remember the name? I think it is alkali metals. What I do, just hold down, peel this back. I was right, alkali metals. And it's going to give me a couple little tips here. They are highly reactive and they have 1 valence electron. What about group 2 elements? What's the name of group 2 elements? Okay, I think it's alkaline earth metals. So I'm going to pull back group 2. Oh, I was right. Alkaline earth metals, very reactive, 2 valence electrons. Okay. What about group 17? What if I forgot? That's all right. Just check. What is the name of group 17? Halogens. Highly reactive with 7 valence electrons. Okay, that's okay. I forgot that one. What about group 18? 18 right here. That's noble gases. I know that one. Noble gases. They're not reactive. They have stable valence electrons. So that means they have 8 except for helium, which has 2 total. So stability for valence electrons means 8 valence or 2 total electrons. Okay. Then we have where the liquid's located. And then we could check. So if you think, oh, I think there's one right here. Oh, I was right. And I think there's one over here. So you could check the key, right? Where the gases do the same thing. If it's not colored a liquid and it's not colored a gas, what state is it? Solid, right? Okay, that should be easy enough. All right, where are the metalloids? Okay, so they're along the staircase. So the metalloids right here is in green. Remember, the lighter green ones are the ones that are sometimes included, sometimes not. Where are the nonmetals? Well, the nonmetals are to the left of the metalloids. So we have the nonmetals over here, except for one exception, hydrogen. Okay, that's also a nonmetal. And then we have the rest of the periodic table, including down here, is the metals. And then where are the transition metals? Ta-da, right here. Lanthanides. So this one pulls this way. Lanthanides. They are part of period 6, so they really start right here. And then the actinides, they are down here. So this is a great little review tool, and it fits right inside your folder for this class. So that's how you do it. That's how you build the periodic table activity. So now let's look at what you can do after you finish building it. Okay, so after you finish building it, you can choose to do the periodic table pixel art. So let me show you what that is. So let me open it. It's going to say, do you want to make a copy? You just have to say yes. Okay. When you make a copy and it opens, okay, it's going to look like this. Let me move me over here. And so let's see. You see I have 5 different sheets down here. So I have 5 different ones I can use. If I say the atomic number of this element is 5. So let's start here. And I'm going to need to make sure I put the correct capital and lowercase. So I think that is B, capital B, boron. Enter. It was right. Do you see how that shaded red? All right, this element has 15 protons in its nucleus. All right, let's just do one wrong. Let's do Al. Enter. Nothing changed color. So what about P? Changed color. It was right. Now that choice has been eliminated and I have more clues to go. So this is kind of fun just to practice. And there are 5 different ones that you can practice with. And if you don't want to do that, you can do this game, the Sortify in Brain Pop. So let me show you how this one works. So you're going to choose play game and start. Okay, you can choose the show help windows or not. That's up to you. All right, so this gives me a whole bunch of elements, okay? And so let's just say iron, okay? What am I going to label this as? Okay, well, I know that it's a metal, so I'm going to drag this tag here and label that metals, okay? If I know that mercury, for example, is a liquid, okay, I'm going to sort this one based on physical state. All right, and here I'm going to put fluorine. I know that is a non-metal. And okay. And then here, let's see if we have, do we have noble gases? No. So let's put it by number of valence electrons. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, so I can, at this point, keep trying to put them in. So a physical state, non-metals. Okay, non-metals. Here's iodine as an example. Nitrogen, gold is a metal, lithium is a metal. Okay, potassium is a metal, oxygen is a non-metal, so on. When I think I'm ready, I could click here and say submit bucket. Okay, I got all those right. Now it's going to give me a new bucket so I can continue to sort. Okay, I can do that. I can get them all done at once or just kind of do them step by step. Super fun. You can click I'm done when you're done. You can change labels if you want to switch it out and you don't want that label anymore. So that's a super fun option for sorting, especially because it's going to check it. So say I put, I'll put something wrong. I'll put this here. Okay. And then I'm going to submit this bucket. I got to point off because I get this one wrong. Okay. And it's going to give me that element back because I got that one wrong at first. Okay. If you don't want to do that, those are my first two highly recommended. There's also another super awesome periodic table. So this is not like a quizzing one, but it does really give you a lot of information. So I can kind of hover over any element. It makes it larger. But you see right now it's sorted by groups. I can sort by states. It's going to show me the liquids, bromine and mercury, right? I can sort by orbitals. This is the S, the P, the D, and the F block. I can sort by electronegativity. It gives me numbers. If I want to know when elements were discovered, okay, this gives me that. So that's all in the periodic table tab. You can click on elements and you can go by atomic number and find out about the elements. You can click on learn. Lots of information here from beginner to novice to expert. So you can see all of that. There are some games. There's a periodic table quiz and an elements quiz. I recommend this one, the periodic table quiz. Where is plutonium? So you would use your periodic table, find it, and click on the right spot. Okay. And then if you want to try the elements quiz instead, it's going to look like this. Okay. Do you see right here? We could make it easier. That gives you just two options. Okay. All right. So if you aren't sure, you can make it easier and it eliminates an option. So this one is super fun. And then we have another one last option, a periodic table game. And so here, when you start the game, oh, I'm looking for calcium. So I got to click on calcium. Beryllium. Helium. Aluminum. Magnesium. Scandium. Actinium. Okay, so you're going to continue like this. Looking for each of those elements and clicking on them. So I'm going to stop the game just because I just wanted to show you how to do it. Okay, you can kind of scroll around and see where different elements are. All right, so those are the activities to do after you finish. So let me show you again what you're going to do first. This, okay, great study tool for you. Lots of information that you need to know. And then you are going to practice with one of these things right here. So there you go. There are your instructions.